centuries of silence. Tune in. This is Posthumous Interviews.
Let's not begin with the man history remembers. Let's begin with the boy. Who were you, Julius?
A child born into ruins. My uncle was Gaius Marius Warrior, reformer, exiled, erased. I remember watching senators toast each other over wine while blood ran through the alleys from the proscriptions. They murdered ideas, not men. I was 11.
You saw Rome's republic as something rotten even then.
They tell you Rome was a republic. I saw a carcass with gold teeth, and I decided I would not grow into it. I would reshape it.
Did you ever wish for a quieter life? Or was the taste of ambition already on your tongue? You could have lived rich, content, forgotten, but you chose war, power, politics. Why?
Because the Republic was a maze. Men like Sulla, Cato, and Pompey guarded the exits with swords drawn. So I became the fire that burned the maze itself.
You became the crucible. Gaul was your testate years of mud, blood, and snow. What did you learn, truly?
I wasn't proving anything to the Senate. I was proving it to my men. They followed me because I never asked of them what I didn't do first. When I crossed the Rubicon, it wasn't defiance, it was necessity.
Your greatest enemy was once your closest ally, Pompey the Great. How did it unravel?
Pompey was a mirror. He had glory. I had ambition. He had the Senate. I had the people. Pride is the deadliest god in Rome.
Now you might be thinking, couldn't these two giants have simply shared power?
He feared I would eclipse him, so he made me a villain. And when I offered him peace, he spat on it like a coward. I wept when he died not for the man, but for what we could have been together.
Is it true that the greatest tragedies are born from failed partnerships, not outright hatred? And then came Cleopatra. How did she change your world?
She was a country in human form, ruthless, eternal, hypnotic. When she walked, the Nile changed direction. She didn't love me like a man, she loved me like a storm.
Was it politics? Or something deeper, this alliance with Egypt's queen?
Together, we dreamed beyond Rome and Alexandria. Something neither republic nor kingdom. We had a child. In his eyes, I saw a future where my name wasn't carved in stone, but whispered between civilizations.
A living bridge between worlds, but also a lightning rod for destiny. Did you fear the consequences? The Ides of March. What do you remember from that day?
Everything. It was morning. The sun struggled through fog. I knew. Don't mistake me, I knew. The Senate floor reeked of betrayal. I ignored the omens not because I was blind, but because I was tired.
That word omens, it's almost technical, like political risk analysis today. Did you ever truly think you could change those hearts with bread and law?
I wanted to believe Rome had changed, but fear never dies. It hides in men like Brutus. He struck last because he wanted it to mean something. It didn't.
You raised Brutus like a son. Why do you think he led the attack?
Worse, I raised him like an heir. He was the Republic's last breath made flesh. He killed me not because I was evil, but because I was better than chaos, better than rusted Senate, better than ego.
Now you might be thinking, listeners, did Brutus truly believe he was saving Rome?
He did, but when my blood touched the marble, he didn't see salvation, he saw silence, and that silence has echoed for 2,000 years.
Is the tragedy that Rome lost its soul the moment it tried to save its skin? If they hadn't killed you, what would you have done next?
Abolished the Senate, built schools in every province, given women a voice, named my son, named a successor, taught the world that a sword can win a war, but only an idea can survive one.
You're describing systemic reform almost like a constitutional overhaul. Was Rome truly ready for that kind of transformation?
Rome was never ready. That's why it needed to be remade. Not with more marble, but with new minds.
Let me ask you, listener show, often does history's progress depend on the vision of one man and the courage of many? Today, your name means emperor, dictator, tyrant, God. How do you want to be remembered?
As the man who gave order to chaos, who made the mob into citizens, who rewrote time, They changed the calendar for me. Not a holiday, not a statue, time. Even now, your months march to my name, Julius.
It's remarkable, Julius. July, an algorithm of time itself. Is that immortality or something else?
Immortality is a trick of memory, but if people still argue about you, you're not really dead.
Listeners, how many men can say they shape the very rhythm of the world's days? But let's confront the darker question. Were you a tyrant or a savior?
A tyrant destroys for himself. I destroyed to rebuild. The Senate called me dictator, perpetual dictator for life, because they feared my reforms more than my armies.
Here's a technical dilemma. Where does auctoritas personal authority end and tyranny begin?
It ends when the people stop believing. My power came not from swords, but from belief. When that belief died, so did I.
So, listeners, next time you hear a tyrant ask, did they command by fear or by faith? Your death shaped the world, but would you say you were ever truly alive?
Only in war, only in love, and now, only in memory.
It's haunting, isn't it? To wonder whether legacy matters more than life? Listeners, do we live for ourselves or for the echo we leave behind? He was stabbed 23 times, and yet he never raised a hand in defense. Because Julius Caesar didn't fear death, he feared irrelevance. But he needn't have worried. We speak his name every day.
The past spoke. You listened. Now, let it echo. Until next time. This was the Posthumous Interviews.